Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Today we're going to do a fun project with emojis. So we're going to look at some of Andy Warhol's pop art portraits and then mimic that with a pop art emoji art piece. So I'm going to show you now some examples of Andy Warhol's work so you can see what his pop art looks like. So these are Andy Warhol examples. Sorry that they're crooked. I can't quite figure out how to turn them, but hopefully you can see them even though they're sideways. So as you saw in the examples, Andy Warhol was interested in celebrities and everyday objects, and he would create them in a style that would repeat them multiple times, and he would use kind of these grids. The first celebrity that you saw, she was in four, like a grid of four. And then the Campbell Soups, that was like a larger grid. So we're going to stick with a group of four for this example. I used oil pastels, and I kind of learned a lesson because I smudged this whole thing because I used black with the mouth and the eyes, and then I smudged this one a little. So I'm learning from my mistake, and I'm going to color in any black parts with marker and then go over oil pastel for the color. So if you are going to start with a normal size piece of paper, we first just have to make it into a square. So I'm going to take the bottom corner, fold it to a top to make a triangle, and then we're going to just cut off this extra edge. And so if you ever need a square, now you know how to make one. But we don't actually need that fold, so as soon as I'm done, I'm just going to fold it back to how it was. So I'm going to open this up, and we actually need to fold it the other way. So we're going to fold it from top to bottom, or bottom to top, and then we're going to fold it side to side because we need those four squares for our grid. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to use a Sharpie to outline where my grid is. Hope you guys had a nice weekend. I miss you all very much. And I actually wanted to do this project this year with, I think, third or fourth grade. So I'm excited that now you guys will be able to do it. And then it's in my fourth grade and fifth grade packets. So once you have your grid set up, I'm actually going to draw in pencil just because I want to be able to erase some lines, so I'll keep double checking that you can see. But so you're gonna choose 4 emojis. You can make the emojis up. You can look at emojis online and decide which ones you want to do. It's totally up to you. So one easy way to make a perfect circle is to trace one. So I'm just gonna trace this yogurt cup 4 times. But I'm using pencil so that if I need to, well, I'll show you why I may need to use a pencil. Just because I want to be able to add things that might go outside my circle, so I'd like to be able to erase. So again, this is in my 4th and 5th grade packet lessons, but you guys are welcome to try it. Oops, I made this one a little high. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with the heart, the emoji with the heart eyes. So I'll make 2. It's a little big. See, this is why I use pencil, so that if I make a mistake, only I know about it. But since I'm videoing this, everyone will know, but that's okay. Mistakes are good. Okay, and then I think the heart emoji just has a big kind of open smile. Okay, for this one, I think I'm going to do the kind of laughing eyes with the happy smile that I use this emoji if I'm hungry because it has the tongue. And then I think up here I'm going to do the laughing one. So I'm going to make the eyes that are closed kind of look like eyebrows. It's okay. And then the lines to show the edge of the eyebrows. And then I've got the big tears, but they're happy tears. And then I can do a really big smile. Okay, so So there's that emoji, and then my last one, I think I'll just do, I'll do like the happy blushing one. Oops, then I did two with her eyes closed, that's okay. So I'm gonna make this line a little bit thicker for like the closed eye, just because this one also has eyebrows and I want them to look different. So then this one has a little smile, and then there's not circles on the cheeks, but I'm gonna make the circles. So, okay, so I'm glad I used a pencil, so that way if I made a mistake, I could erase it, and once I color, I'm not gonna be able to see it. So I'm gonna do a time lapse quick of me sharpieing these so it goes fast. Okay, so now that I've Sharpied my emojis, and remember I used black Sharpie for anything that had black details, just because I don't want to smudge again. So I used a bright yellow for my example here, a bright yellow for like the inside of the emoji, and then along the edges I use more of a golden yellow. So if you have different shades of yellow, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, you can use, you know, whatever yellow, and they don't even have to be yellow. If you want purple emojis or green emojis, that's also fine. I just stuck with the standard emoji. And you can use, I'm using oil pastels, you can use oil pastels, you can use markers, crayons, colored pencils, any kind of coloring material is totally fine. So what I think I'm gonna do is color the faces first. So I'm gonna start with this one. This one's kind of an easy one because I don't have many other details. And again, I'm going to use this brighter yellow all along the inside. Oh, paper's starting to get to the edge. I've been using my oil pastels a lot. So I hope you guys are having fun with these projects. Again, they're optional. I just wanted you to have some things, you know, some options for art in case you feel like being creative. Okay, and then I'm going to use this golden yellow for the edge, and having a brighter yellow in the center with a darker yellow on the edge is what's going to give the emoji the look of being kind of rounded. So it'll kind of make the center of the circle look like it's kind of pushing out. Oh, I should have erased all my pencil lines, and I started to, and then I forgot to continue to do that. So that's the reason why I'm using two yellows, just to give it that kind of depth, but it's not, like I said, it's not really necessary, just if you have the ability to try it, especially maybe some of my 5th graders, 6th graders who talk about value, which I know as soon as I say the word value, you guys immediately think, oh, shading, dark to light. Yes, I knew I taught you so well. Okay, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of the bright yellow on top of this one to kind of blend it in. Okay, so my thought is color the emoji first, any other details to do second. So I'm going to take, I'm going to use pink and a little bit of red. I think I'm going to use, this is like, oh, I'm going to try the crimson red. Okay, so I'm going to add this red along the outside of the tongue, and then put pink on the inside, again just for depth. Okay, I'm like such a messy artist. Some of you guys, I admire you so much. You like work so clean, everything's so nice and neat. If you give me anything that could be messy, it's going to be messy. So let that be a lesson that it's okay if your artwork is messy. Okay, and then from here, I'm gonna pick 4 different background colors. So maybe for this one, I'll do like a nice turquoise color. So again, fill in, I would fill in each of your squares with a different color to give it that pop art feel, because remember, we're being inspired by Andy Warhol. Your emojis can be standard yellow like I did, or you can make them all different colors. And then I would just make sure that you have a different kind of expression in each one. This type of artwork is supposed to be kind of silly and goofy, so you're welcome to make up your own emojis. You can use emojis that give you all different types of expressions, like, you know, you could do happy, sad, angry, excited, or you can do all happy, or, you know, whatever makes you happy is what I would love to see. So I'm going to do a quick time lapse again to show you how I finished coloring in the rest. So here's my completed pop art emoji inspired by Andy Warhol piece. So as you could see from the time lapse, you know, I colored, like I said, with the lighter yellow in the middle. I used a golden yellow around the edges. I picked 4 different color boxes. I don't know if you could tell, but I was struggling to decide what to make this one. So I don't know if orange was the right choice, but it's okay. So I'd love to see your emojis, which ones you decide to do. And I think this is just a fun project to do to talk about facial expressions and emotions. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing your art. I miss you guys so much, and we will have another video tomorrow. Have a good day.